What's up guys, welcome to my Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 165 video. This chapter was absolutely great. Everything from our boy Hiromi was fantastic. Yuji fighting with no cursed energy was great to see again. The action, the panels, and of course the final scene at the end from Yuji was also amazing. So yeah, I'm very hyped and pleased with this chapter. Absolute greatness. Before I continue, make sure you're subscribed, and if you're an absolute mad lad, check out the other stuff in the description like the Discord and Patreon. Now, back to the video. It begins with us learning a little bit more about Hiromi, how he's considered a genius in the legal field, but his true raw talent shined in another aspect, and that is as a sorcerer. So much so that he was able to use his domain expansion and basic barrier techniques without the need of any practice, then proceeded to reverse engineer the other Jujutsu Kaisen techniques to allow him to have strengthening techniques and various other controlling cursed energy based abilities. So pretty much in 12 days from awakening his cursed technique, he grew to a level of a first grade sorcerer, which is absolutely insane. So our boy Hiromi is truly gifted and his potential is honestly off the charts. And then of course he entered the colony, defeated 20 or so players who attacked him, and it seems like he defeated those 20 players fairly easily as well. So yeah, Hiromi is absolutely beastly. We learn more about Yuji actually losing his cursed energy, how it actually wasn't really meant to happen. The penalty of confiscation is meant to make people unable to use their cursed technique. However, Yuji doesn't have a specific technique, meaning the penalty kinda got enhanced. So much so that Yuji is now unable to use curse energy. That was the penalty for the domain expansion court proceeding we saw last chapter. And of course this makes Hiromi a bit cautious and somewhat frightened because he's able to still keep up with him even though he doesn't have curse energy, as Yuji is a, physical powerhouse even without curse energy. Probably only second to Maki currently in the Jujutsu Kaisen world that we currently know of. With Hiromi saying his durability as an organism must be overwhelmingly high, and we do get some insight to what happened to the people who he defeated, talking about how sorcerers who are unable to use their cursed technique tend to also lose basic control over cursed energy, making them an easier target. However, this is pretty much the first time someone who's fell victim to his domain expansion hasn't fully been outclassed due to, of course, his physical attributes. And Hiromi realizing all this says, I'll crush him with everything I have. So this is a fully serious Hiromi. We got Yuji dodging the strikes, trying to get close to him, but can't really make any progress. We see Hiromi trying to strike him, and Yuji, while this is all going on, is thinking about how to overcome Hiromi and actually get his curse technique back, and we do see his Judge Hammer growing in size again, which is pretty cool. But Yuji's thinking, we have Hiromi acknowledging his overall crazy power again, and then Yuji realizes that the domain expansion was a court setting, meaning he has the ability to call a retrial, and we learn that he has the ability to call 2 retrials unless he actually pleads guilty for one of these crimes. Then we get probably my favorite moment of this chapter, and my favorite moment in quite a while. The cursed spirit thing says, Yuji is accused under suspicion of committing mass murder in Shibuya. Of course, the mass murder that was committed by Sukuna. And he just says, yeah, I killed him, which does kinda send shivers to Hiromi as well. And this kinda makes the cursed spirit enter a rage saying guilty, confiscation, death penalty. So I'm guessing a next stage where Yuji has to be killed at this point. So yeah, absolute insanity. This may result in a loophole as it was his body that did the mass murder, but it wasn't him technically, it was Sukuna controlling his body. So it may end up being a loophole that ends up getting abused, which allows Yuji to defeat Hiromi, I'm guessing. But that panel of him saying, yeah, I killed them was absolutely fantastic. And as I mentioned, a great chapter as a whole. Probably a 9 out of 10 if I'm being honest. Let me know your thoughts of the chapter down below. If you haven't already, make sure to join the Discord for chapter links whenever they drop. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yep, that's it guys. Peace.